It is the Victory Moment with CK. Join the show as we chat victory in the midst of the uncertainty in life, because each day can be a victory moment if you don't quit, if you don't give up, and if you don't let go. Well, hello to everyone. I am back. I know I've been a little missing in action, what we would call missing in action with certain things, but I am here and I am excited as the summer is closing out and the kids are returning to school. Listen, I am here and I'm excited to be here. And today we want to, as we proceed today, we want to talk about looking at things in a different perspective as far as when something uncertain happens. We want to talk about focus on the bright side today. Welcome to the Victory Moment with CK. Hello, and as we are about to talk about focusing on the bright side. I know we hear that a lot and we talk about positivity a lot and staying positive, affirmations and all of those things. But one of the things I want to talk about today when it comes to focusing on the bright side is to finding the good even in a bad situation. I know that I'm going to share some other things later on, but I want to get right into this because my show is always about how do I keep going? How do I proceed? And one of the things I realize is you got to find the best or the good in something negative and something that's transpiring, that's unexpected, and all of that. And that means, acknowledging what's going on, but it also means that what you're doing is um, you're looking at the whole situation and analyzing it. So yeah, it's a little tough when you got to deal with the negativity and all of those other things, but you have to focus on what is, how can I help this situation? How can I make this situation better? Why is this situation happening at this time and season? And what really made me deal with that is I'm constantly talking about it because COVID opened up my eyes to so many things. COVID opened up my eyes to so many things. And to make me realize a lot of things about me and to make me realize how to really look at the positive of things and not so much the negative. So I thank everyone for joining me. Those that are going to catch us on Roku, those that are going to take time and look at it on my YouTube channel, which is Carmen King CK. Listen, join me, connect. Those that are connecting now, share with someone and let them know that I am back and I am going to be consistent with what I'm doing and how I'm flowing right now, because I really want to bring the best to you and consistency is the best, and it works. So what I've been doing is really sharing a lot of my replays, and I'm talking about it because, because there's been a lot happening, and y'all are about to see some things popping up and all of that. And I would love your support. Um, especially with what I'm about to embark in October, as it is Cancer Awareness Month, not just breast cancer, but Cancer Awareness Month. And I'll be speaking in California, and I would love for y'all to follow me on that journey, because I'm going to be sharing some things in reference to that. And there's some other stuff coming up, and I'm going to share about that in my next episode. But number one, like I was sharing, to find the good things in a bad situation. That's number one. Number two, when you focus on the bright side, it benefits you mentally, it benefits you physically, because what happens is you become stressed when you start thinking, overthinking, when you start trying to figure out everything and not really analyzing the best in the situation. Woo, I know it's not easy. There's some things that definitely can make you go, woo, and especially uncertainty. You wake up one morning, all week you're good. You wake up one morning and so many things start to happen at the same time. And I know that's a very, very difficult circumstance. But one of the things I realize, and what always benefits me, is especially mentally, because listen, there's so many things that can affect us mentally, but it can also improve when you are focused on the bright side, your physical health, because you are less stressed. The stress doesn't overtake and create the sickness in your body, or the imbalance in your body. And that's why it's so important to be positive. That's why it's so important to make sure that you try each day to think about what we will call the bright side. So the next thing I want to talk about is being more optimistic, which is looking at the bright side of things can lead to a better and personal success. If you're always thinking negative, if you are always thinking negative, guess what happens? Negativity. If you are always thinking negative, negativity will always happen. But when you keep looking at the bright side of things, as you keep looking at the positive of things, your success becomes greater. Why do your success become greater? Because when you don't stress about things that you have no control over, you begin to see things clearer. You begin to see things clearer. So it leads to that greater personal success, because now you're not relying on all that negativity around you and the things that are negative, but what you're relying on is um what you see that's the best that's about to come. And I am so excited because as I go through certain process now, I'm realizing that it's a process. Hi there. It's a process. And the process that's needed for me to go to that next level. And I'm going to say that to those that may come on now and those that there's a process that we have to go through to keep going, to go to that next. Everything may not always be working perfectly, and I am excited with things that I see that's happening, you know, um, and how I can assist. And even in the midst of everything that's happening, I'm still able to assist because I'm thinking and looking at the bright side of things. And I want you, if you come in and you are watching this on the replay or on Roku, look at the bright side of things. And I need you, if you can, to put a comment saying, I'm looking at the bright side of things, because it makes a difference. And also, the one of the main things is it doesn't mess with your health, and it decreases stress, because your attitude is gratitude, and your attitude is, I know I'm going through this now, but it's not always going to be like this. And that's how you have to deal with it. It's not always going to be like this. And that's how you have to work it out and see it, because the best is yet to come. So I just wanted to pop on a few minutes, and I will be back on and with my next episode, as I always do, because there's always, yeah, the best is yet to come. And when I was, working on this, my attitude was changing, because my attitude really became an attitude of gratitude, because focus on the bright side. Focus on the bright side. You will you will see how you can turn a good a turn find the good in a bad situation. You also improve your physical health and mental health. Can I say it again? You improve your physical and your mental health. But most importantly, it you are looking at things on the bright side, leads to a greater and personal success. And you are less stressed, because you realize that the best is yet to come. You realize that you're just in a journey. You realize that you're just in in um in improving, because if we don't go through anything, how do we improve? But we improve through the process. We improve through what we're going through. So just remember, look at the bright side of things. I know it's not always easy to look at the bright side of things, because depending on what it is, especially if it's, it feels like, everything is overwhelming, but you don't want to take on things you have no control over. And that's one of the things I talk about a lot. How do we proceed? And one of the things of how we proceed is looking at the bright side. Keep being and doing your best. And we would say it, and let God do the rest. Because God knows what He's He will never leave us nor forsake us. And I had to put that in there. So I'm excited for what's to come. How about you? And that's how you have to see things. Get excited when challenges come, because that means there's something that is going to come that's going to make a difference and to be the better in our lives, because we are supposed to get better, grow, and change as we experience. It's not about so much about age, but it's about experience. So again, focus on focus on. What am I saying? Focus on. I'm going to say it again. Focus on. Keep focusing on the bright side. Even when it becomes difficult, it's going to make a whole lot of difference in how in your altitude and how far you're going. So keep focusing on the bright side. Keep focusing on the bright side. Have a, until the next episode, until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and keep doing your best. And keep being your best as you focus on the bright side. Less stress and the greater things that are to come. Be blessed. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Victory Moment with CK.